Hello everyone and welcome to this video where we are going to soundcheck my new Pearl Reference Pure drum kit. So it is a fusion configuration. The bass drum is 20 inches by 14, the rack toms are 10 by 7, 12 by 8 and the floor tom is 14 by 12 inches. The finish is made walnut and I was just in love with that finish before I ever seen for real a drum kit with this finish, but now that I have a drum kit with the made walnut finish, I can tell it's absolutely astonishing. If you are following me for quite a while now, you know that this is a big change for me because I was using very huge shells and these are pretty small. But I will talk about that at the end of the video. Right now, let's just sound check this drum kit. So I've played a drum solo. I'm not very confident with drum solo right now, but I hope you will like it and that you will find the drumming at least average. And my idea was to get the best tone possible out of this drum kit without changing the drum head. So it's like, let's say you order this drum kit, you receive it, you tune it, and that's it. This is the tone you can get. The mix you are going to hear is 100% raw, except a little bit of mastering to have some volume, but it's very transparent and the tone are very near to what I hear when I am playing this drum kit. So let's go, let's hear this drum solo now. Alright, so that was for the sound check. Hope you liked the drumming and hope you loved the tone of this Pearl Reference Pure drum kit. So if you are following me for quite a while, you know that this is a big change for me. I was using a Pearl Masterworks with very huge shells, so it was a 24 inches bass drum, square sized rack toms, very huge floor toms too, very thick shells too. The tone was very complex, kind of dry. It was really nice, and I still think I will use this drum kit for a lot of recordings, such as classic rock recording or thrash metal recording, some death metal recording too. But I was kind of in a struggle for very fast recordings because the rack toms, for example, needed some time to breathe before to deliver full power again. So when I was playing very fast on them, I really had to use a lot of power during all the fills and rolls, and that was really hard. And of course, all the toms were very high, so it was very hard to move around the drum kit, and now it's going to be much easier. So that's the first reason I decided to buy that kind of drum kit. Also, the shares are very thin on the Pearl Reference Pure, and so they are very sensitive. They breathe very fast, you know, and you can play extremely fast on them, and they always deliver full power. So this is very nice. Another reason why I've decided to buy that kind of drum kit is that I needed a good bass drum that was great in full acoustic context for pop music, for example. And when I was using my 24 inches bass drum for pop music or stuff like this, it was not so great, but this 20 inches bass drum is much better for that kind of music. And the last reason I've decided to buy a drum kit like this is that my Pearl Masterworks was a nightmare to move because it was so huge and so heavy. It was just a huge struggle. So this one is very small and light, so it's going to be very easy to bring it everywhere when I need, and it's going to be great when stages are small also, because it's very small, so it's like you can really set up on any kind of the stage with that kind of drum kit. And funny stories though, I thought Pearl Reference Fusion drum kit configuration was still 20 inches by 16 inches for the bass drum, 10 by 8, 12 by 9 for rack toms, and 14 by 14 for floor tom. I was aware that sizes changed on Studio Select drum kit, for example, but I wasn't aware that things changed also on the Pearl Reference Pure Fusion drum kit configuration. And I was then very surprised to receive a 20 inches by 14 bass drum and 14 by 12 floor tom, stuff like this. I thought about selling, in fact, this drum kit or send it back if possible to Pearl, but honestly no, I'm going to keep it. And the reason why is that it's going to be even more easier to move this drum kit. And I even thought about something. But with Benighted, we are going to make our first US tour very soon, and thanks to Flo Mounier from Critopsy, we don't have to rent a very expensive price a drum kit in the US. But let's say we go back in the US very soon and we have to rent at full price a drum kit. It is going to be more than 1,000 euro. But this drum kit is so small and light that I know I probably need only 3-4 checked luggage at the airport. So that means 400-500 euros, something like this. And this is, in fact, cheaper than to rent a drum kit. So this is great because I know I have a drum kit I can take with me in the aircraft. So that is 100% awesome, and the tones are very cool too. So that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and see you very soon for some recordings with this drum kit. Cheers!